Welcome to the folks out there in the virtual space. We are live out of Toronto. It's Sunday evening, and we are happy to be on the airwaves once more. We are tremendously blessed to be on this program this evening. As was announced early on, this is a special featured program today. We would like you to share with your friends, share with everybody, and you also we like you to like this ministry and follow this ministry. You can find us on YouTube also. This program is broadcasting on YouTube, and you would find it on the Baxter Lewis page. Thank you for joining in, and we are very grateful for your presence and allowing us into your personal space. This evening, we have a very special guest online with us this evening on air, on set, I should say. And this is no other than Pastor Stephen Williams. We welcome you to this live broadcast this evening, Pastor. We are very happy to have you on with us today. And Pastor Williams is from the Niagara Falls region area, right? That's the area that you are from. We are really grateful for you. This is a long awaited program. This was long in the making. And here he is with us this evening. So, Pastor Williams, why not tell us a little about yourself?
Wow, thank you, Elder Lewis, Evangelist Lewis, and I want to commend you on the work that you're doing. I know you from a very long time, and I know that the work, you have a passion for doing God's work, and I want to commend you on that. And I hope that all those who are listening and tuning in will also subscribe to your podcasts and your channel on YouTube. For me, I don't have much to say about myself except that I am a minister of religion with a 7 years experience, not currently employed, not currently working as a pastor. But that doesn't mean I don't have a ministry. I have a YouTube channel that has over 23,000 subscribers. And from time to time, I do all different type of stuff I upload to my channel that I think can help people in the area of spirituality, finance, and so on. So yeah, it's good to be here. Good to be here.
So tell us, Pastor, I'm quite interesting about your YouTube channel. Why? What drove you to venture into that area? You have quite a lot of followers. You said 23,000.
Yeah, that is no easy feat. Actually, I started that channel just out of like of doing family videos, and then it
Mm-hmm.
took off after 10 years. I realized that I could be partnering with YouTube and so on. Of late, I have kind of been a little laid back in terms of my post because
Right,
of some development that I don't necessarily want to get into. But
right.
but the good thing about it, the channel is still live, and I still,
Mm-hmm.
from time to time, reach out to others, try to say something that will be enlightening and uplifting. So
Well,
yeah.
why not take a minute and tell us what your program is like on YouTube, like your broadcasting, your what you focus on actually.
Well, it's called the Stephen Williams Show. I actually focus mainly on finance, current events in light of Bible prophecy. I talk a lot about Bible prophecies, the mark of the beast, how we are to interpret what is happening around us. Mark you, it is a very sensitive. We have there. My channel was doing very well until I start touch these sensitive topics. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
warning all of you that the topics that I touch are not very welcome by the platform. So that is why I hesitated just now to say what it was. But I still try to do my best to do what God wants us to do and not what man wants us to do, you know? So, yeah.
Right, good. So, folks out there in the virtual space, we'll be getting into some real important stuff this evening, and today we'll be discussing the topic: how to thrive during this crisis. How to thrive during this crisis. We are in a crisis, Pastor, and I want us to look at two words before we go further. Maybe you might want to define those two words: thrive and crisis. You want to talk a little bit about those so people can really have understanding of what we are really going into. Thrive and crisis. How to thrive during this crisis.
Well, that's a very important topic for me. First of all, we need to understand that crisis means opportunity. That's what the Chinese say. Crisis means opportunity. It is not the end of the world. The world has changed, whether we like it or not. They call it the new normal. This
Mm-hmm.
normal really is not what people want to see, and we're not accepting. Most of us not accepting that this is the new normal, but it is. And the question is, how do I survive and thrive during this time? What do I do? And the first thing we have to, I've always said in terms of finance, that's very important, how we manage our money,
Mm-hmm.
how we manage our money, what we do, the decisions we make. For instance, in 2016 is as if God gave me that wisdom, that vision, as I saw. Well, I won't say I take the credit. I would say as God sees what is going to happen. I was living in Brampton, and which is a very popular city in Canada. And I was there, and the prices of houses were just phenomenal. It was just ridiculous at which the prices were going up. And that was a problem for many because it was reaching out of the reach of many. But what I did
Mm-hmm.
was to sell what I had. I was able to pay off the bank, and I had enough cash to buy one far away out of the major city.
Right.
And as a Seventh-day Adventist, I respect the work of our prophet Ellen G. White that
Okay.
advises us to get out of the
Of the city.
cities, and we need to learn to follow the spirit of prophecy because it is relevant.
For the
It's
time that's
amazing some
relevant.
of the things that book that lady says are actually happening today. And one of them is was always on my mind was to get out of the cities. I have
Okay.
always encouraged people in my preaching, get out of the cities, find somewhere in more small towns. In Jamaica, where I'm from, we would say go into
The
the
country area.
country. Yeah, but here we say small
Hmm.
towns. It's basically
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
you know
You know,
the,
Pastor, we'll be coming back to that. I did ask you a question early on, and you're talking about thriving.
yes,
Thrive. Can
right.
you break that down for the folks out there in the virtual space? Yeah.
All right. So thriving is simply getting by successfully in spite of.
Mm-hmm.
In spite of everything, I'm still getting by. I'm still doing well. That's what I mean by thriving. So you can still do well
Mm-hmm.
financially if you make the right moves. For instance, I believe in a Bible text that says the borrower is a slave to the lender, and the rich rules over the poor.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you don't want to be a slave, you will avoid things like you
And
don't
smart.
have to subscribe to everything and pay for everything every month when you're earning a small salary and everything that comes up. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. And every ad that comes your way, okay, I want this car. Okay, I want that. I want that. I want. No, you've got to discipline yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Stay as much out of debt as possible because debt tends to ruin us. If you cannot pay the debt, like, let me share something with you. Every now and again in my email, I will see advertisements, and they will be saying that I'm pre-qualified for a loan,
Mm-hmm.
5,000 to 50,000. When I look at the interest rate, it's 26%.
Way up.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
seriously?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not smart, I'm going to say, oh, yes, I'm getting, ooh, money's here. But then I go take on that loan and just pay back a loan at 26%. That's ridiculous.
Right,
So
right.
I avoid those stuff as much as possible because when you are heavily indebted and the trouble comes, you are going to, you're going to be in a big problem.